Welcome back, Math Grizz. Today, we will be using the distributive property of multiplication. 7 times 13. Since we are using the distributive property, we need to make sure that we break apart the 13. The 13 seems like a very large factor. We're going to make it more simple. We know that 10 and 3 makes 13. The next step is to make a tape diagram. We said 7 times 13. Let's go ahead and fill it in. 7 times 1, 7 times 2, 7 times 3, 7 times 4, times 5, times 6, times 7, times 8, times 9, times 10, times 11, times 12, times 13. Now, remember we said we could break it apart into 10 and 3? Well, let's go ahead and count 10 sevens first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We have 7 times 10 here. Let's write that in. Now remember, we said 10 plus 3 makes 13. So far we have 10. Now we need to do the other 3. We have 7 times 1 times 2 times 3. So now we can see that 7 times 13 is the same thing as saying 7 times 10 plus 3, because 10 plus 3 makes 13. So 7 times 13 equals 7 times 13. Now we can distribute the 7 or share the 7. We shared the 7 with the 10, 7 times 10, and we also shared the 7 with the 3, 7 times 3. Now we have two simple multiplication problems. We know that 7 times 10 equals 70. And we also can see that at the top on our tape diagram. And 7 times 3 equals 21, which we can also see on our tape diagram. And we know if we add 70 plus 21, we get 91. 7 times 13 equals 91.
Hey guys, I came in here looking for the distributive property of multiplication, but I had no idea these guys were in here too. I am being chased by number-eating sharks, and I am one of the tastier numbers around, so you can imagine how scared I am. Why don't you guys learn about the distributive property of multiplication while I lose these guys? Sound good? Thanks. See you back here when you're done. The distributive property helps us find a product that we don't know by breaking larger factors into smaller factors. This can sound a little scary, but once we understand it, we will see that it is not that bad. Here we have the problem 7 times 7. I still struggle with multiplication, so I am going to use the distributive property to make this easier to solve. We are going to take this 7 here and break it apart into two smaller numbers. The distributive property only allows us to break apart one of the factors in an equation. 5 plus 2 equals 7, and we can now multiply each of these numbers by the first 7 in the problem. I know that 5 times 7 is 35 because I know my 5 times tables. I also know my 2 times tables, and 2 times 7 is 14. What we just did was take the first 7 in the problem and multiply it by both the 5 and the 2. I did not know my 7 times tables very well, but by breaking the numbers apart, I was able to solve these two equations. Wait, are we done yet? No, we still have to finish the problem. In order to get the answer, we need to add the 35 and 14 together. 5 plus 4 is 9, and 3 plus 1 is 4. Wow, 49 is the answer. That is awesome! So 7 times 7 is 49. Even though we did not know our 7 times tables very well, We solved the problem by breaking apart one of the factors into numbers we knew how to multiply. Then we added the 35 and 14 together and got our answer. That is amazing! It looks like the sharks want us to try another problem. Here we have 8 times 6. Let's break apart the first factor, the number 8. There are several ways to break apart 8, but I want to use 5 plus 3 because I know my 5 times tables. We now need to multiply 6 by both the 5 and 3. I know that 5 times 6 equals 30. What does 3 times 6 equal? 18! Great job! We now need to add the 30 plus 18. 0 plus 8 is 8, and 3 plus 1 is 4. 48 is the answer. 8 times 6 equals 48, and we figured that out using the distributive property. We were able to find the product or answer to a multiplication problem by using the distributive property. Can you see how using this method can help us answer hard multiplication problems? Wow, thank you guys so much for joining me. I was able to lose the sharks and all is good now. We will see you next time. Goodbye. Hey, did anybody hear something? Probably nothing. Okay guys, you have a few options here. You can click the video on my right or on my left to watch more awesome stuff. If you want to subscribe, click the big red subscribe button below. You might want to hurry and choose though, because I can't hold on forever. Hurry, choose. Uh-oh.